Bruce H. Lipton, The Biology of Belief, Unleashing the Power of Consciousness, Matter and Miracles. Embark on an insightful journey through The Biology of Belief, Unleashing the Power of Consciousness, Matter and Miracles, by Bruce H. Lipton, as we explore the impact of cooperation in biology, the intelligence of cells, the interplay between our environment and genes, and the significance of belief in our daily lives. You will discover Lamarck's unique view of evolution, debunking the notion of Darwin's survival of the fittest. Learn about the functioning of human cell biology, and understand how reprogramming ourselves affects our capacity to grow. The book summary sheds light on the importance of parenting, the power of our subconscious mind, and the potential for a redefinition of our individual purpose.
Evolutionary ideas before Darwin. A French biologist reveals Lamarck's cooperative evolutionary theory. Did you know that the idea of evolution predates Charles Darwin's? French biologist Jean-Baptiste Lamarck discovered it a few decades before Darwin but defined it differently. Unlike Darwin, Lamarck believed in the importance of cooperation between species and individuals. His theory suggests that species evolve by learning to fit into their surroundings, which is closer to today's understanding of evolution. Lamarck's beliefs are backed by scientific research that shows how organisms often cooperate and have symbiotic relationships. For instance, our digestive system functions with the help of billions of bacteria. Lamarck suggested that organisms pass on knowledge to their offspring, which is similar to how the immune system functions. Modern scientific research has confirmed Lamarck's idea of cooperation between organisms and species, which even affects genes. Understanding human cell biology confirms this Lamarckian idea of cooperation. The intelligence of cells. Lamarck's theory emphasizes the significance of cooperation in biology, which has implications for the functioning of a single cell. From digestion to the immune system, every function in the body is present in a cell. Although cells have no brains, they have an intelligence that enables them to survive. When removed from the body, cells seek out environments that support their growth. The nucleus of a cell is not its brain but a reproductive organ. The membrane is the actual brain, containing two types of proteins, receptor proteins, and effector proteins, which receive and respond to environmental signals, respectively. Without these proteins, a cell is unable to act on its surroundings. Through cooperation and intelligence, cells have thrived and evolved, becoming one of the first life forms on the planet. Debunking Darwin's theory. The traditional understanding of Darwin's theory of evolution is coming into question. The idea that genes alone dictate an organism's biology and destiny has been debunked. While genes do play a vital role, it has been discovered that environmental factors also affect an organism's fate through its regulatory proteins. Scientists found that a more deterministic or Darwinian view is far from the truth. Even Darwin himself had doubts about his theory, questioning his consideration of the role of environmental factors near the end of his life. The evolutionary theories developed by Darwinian scientists have weak spots, and one such theory is genetic determinism. This theory centers on the belief that genes govern biology, but it fails to hold up in one area. The human genome contains far fewer genes than expected if genes alone determine an organism's proteins. Understanding that environmental factors also play a key role in an organism's biology is likely to reshape the current understanding of evolution as we know it. Side effects of medical treatments. Medical treatments are one of the most significant causes of deaths in the Western world. The outdated principles of Newtonian physics in biology is the main cause of it. Einstein's idea of complex interlinking reactions in living organisms has been proven through fruit fly cells experiments. The same treatment cannot serve every individual, leading to side effects. The power of pharmaceutical companies hinders researchers from seeking alternative treatments like acupuncture. The fascinating power of the mind. The mind is a powerful tool that affects our body and can cause us to recover from illnesses even when given a placebo. Scientist Candace Pert discovered that the mind is not just in our heads but dispersed throughout our bodies, sending signal molecules that can be manipulated by our brain. We have the ability to program our own behavior, which can be problematic if we are given negative messages from others, leading to harmful programming. Our beliefs can take over our biology, leading to interesting conclusions. Growth and protection, two behaviors essential for survival. Life on Earth has endured for billions of years, and two key behaviors have helped perpetuate our existence: growth and protection. Our cells display both behaviors. They gravitate towards nourishment for growth and move away from toxins for protection. However, because these two behaviors are opposite, we cannot experience both at the same time. When we are in a state of protection, in response to a threat or a stressor, we don't grow. One of the most powerful mechanisms for protection is the hypothalamus-pituitary-adrenal axis, HPA axis, which shields us against external threats but also suppresses our immune system. The HPA axis is triggered in stressful situations, causing us to feel unnecessarily fearful. To thrive, we need to learn to control our stress levels and manage our HPA axis response. The power of programming. Our environment affects our development, and parents need to create the best possible environment for their child even before birth to ensure healthy growth. As children grow, parents should avoid negative programming, such as labeling them as weak or stupid. However, it's never too late to reprogram ourselves and achieve greatness. In this book summary, we learn that our environment plays a significant role in our development, starting right from conception. While genes do have some influence, they are not the only determining factor. The conditions in the womb can affect a child's susceptibility to poor health later in life, such as diabetes or neurosis. Therefore, parents need to take steps to create the best possible environment for their child, even before birth. This includes eating a healthy diet and setting up their child for a healthy start in life. As children grow, parents also need to be mindful of the language they use and the messages they send. Negative programming, such as labeling a child as weak or stupid, can become deeply ingrained and affect them throughout their life. Instead, parents should focus on positive reinforcement and creating a supportive environment that allows their child to flourish. However, it's never too late for adults to reprogram themselves and overcome their negative instincts. The power of programming is within us, and we can achieve great things by recognizing and changing our internal programming. Overall, the message of the book is clear: our environment and how we're programmed from an early age significantly influence our lives, but we have the power to change and achieve our goals. The power of cooperation. Evolution teaches us that survival depends not on the fittest, but on peaceful cooperation. From cells to societies, working together has proven to be the key to thriving and ensuring a livable planet. What if the phrase, survival of the fittest, was not the overarching message of evolution? The truth is, peaceful cooperation has always been the key. Cells have been working together for billions of years, allowing them to survive and develop complex systems. Multicellular life was born out of this cooperation. Just like the human body, where each of the 100 trillion individual cells has a job and a place to live. Even the animal kingdom shows this trait. Baboons, considered one of the most violent species on Earth, have shown that they are not genetically programmed to act selfishly. The only way we can prepare for the future is to communicate with one another and develop common strategies based on shared goals and values. Cooperation should be one of our key objectives in life. The world will experience more and more conflict as our population continues to grow if we continue to chase after our selfish goals. Let's learn from the remarkable cell and the animal kingdom and work together towards a livable, harmonious planet. It's time to realize that selfishness does not have to be our default nature and that we have the power to shape the future. Our identity and the universe. Our cells respond to signals from the environment, forming our identity, and suggesting that we are made up of the universe, or what some people may consider God. The book highlights that our identity is not limited to our physical body, and there is evidence to suggest that it exists even after death. Our cells' receptors, which pick up signals from the environment, make us unique, and if someone had the same identity receptors as us, they would exist once more. The writer uses the analogy of a TV set, and the broadcasted image to explain how our identity exists beyond our physical body. This spiritual idea is supported by science.
As we reach the end of our exploration of the biology of belief, it becomes clear that cooperation, rather than competition, holds the key to our evolutionary success. Our environment plays a vital role in shaping our biology, impacting our health and well-being, directly influencing the development of a child right from conception. By embracing the idea of cooperation in our lives like nature does, we can overcome stress and reprogram ourselves for better decisions, working together with others to create a harmonious world. Finally, the concept of consciousness living beyond our physical selves brings into focus the relevance of our actions and beliefs in our environment, and sheds new light on our understanding of life and death.